Yo, what's good? It's your man 100 Grand Ross with The Rock Never Stops. I said it before and I'll say it again. The Golden State Warriors paid Jordan Poole way too soon. I'm going to dive into that in this video. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button for me, hit subscribe and the bell for notifications. If you watched a previous video that I did, I said that the Golden State Warriors paid Jordan Poole too soon, specifically because I said they did not have substantial enough evidence that Jordan Poole could become what they were paying him to be. And this is in light of the Hall of Famer, the all-time great, Stephen Curry, greatest shooter of all time, them looking for a potential replacement for him. That's who he's there to replace, not Klay Thompson, not Andrew Wiggins, not Draymond Green. They are looking for somebody who can become a volume shooter, who can carry an offense, who can be the driving engine of an offense that is able to produce points either directly from him, from his shooting and scoring, or from the points that he creates, either by his assists or the gravity that he creates on the court. But this is why I said it was too soon. Because if you watched last year in the playoffs, he struggled mightily. There were times he was literally unplayable. But then when you looked at what they paid him for, I said they're assuming he takes steps that they have not seen him be able to do yet. And I said them still having another year, yes, it maybe saved them money to lock him up earlier, true. But they potentially overpaid him drastically if he never takes those steps. And this season, what we are seeing is somewhat of a repeat from last year. Yes, is he talented? Yes. Can he shoot? Great range, playmaking, ability to get to the rim, quick first step, great handle, exciting, electric player? Yes. Can he help you win championships? That's the big question that I still don't believe we have an answer to. Not just not an answer, if anything, he's trending in the wrong direction. When we look at the minutes and the point spread over the past few games in this playoff series, we're looking at a Jordan Poole who is getting picked on so much on the defensive end that he's beginning to become such a liability that it's beginning to overshadow his offensive production. Not just that, but it's his inability to adjust to the increased level of physicality within the playoff setting that he does not yet know how to offset the likely and normal dip in shooting percentages. So in other words, he's used to 4 out of 10, which is 40% from three. He's used to being able to hit that regularly, sometimes 5 out of 10 if he gets hot, 6 out of 10. He's not used to getting through the slumps of only being able to hit 2 or 3 out of 10. And how to know when it's time to take your foot off the gas for shooting more threes and get to the rim. How to get to the free throw line consistently. How to be able to focus on playmaking for others. He does not yet show the ability to be able to shift between gears that the playoffs force you to do when a defense has the ability to prepare for you over the course of a 7-game series. Now, it doesn't help that the Los Angeles Lakers are one of the best defenses in the league, especially when Anthony Davis is healthy like this. Right? He's able to shut down the middle in ways that even Stephen Curry struggles to be able to overcome. And yet, we are seeing that potentially this may not be something he can overcome. He's kind of giving me shades of Karl Anthony Towns, if I'm honest. An amazing talent, great offensive player. But can you rely upon him when it matters the most when it comes to winning? Can you rely upon him to manage games, to have a basketball level of IQ that allows him to lead your team when you need to win the most? You know, there are some people who say when you go into the NBA, you are who you are. You just become a better version of yourself. And to a large extent, I believe that. I do believe some players show vast improvement. Like you look at a Stephen Curry, shown vast improvement, especially on the defensive end and being able to get to the rack and score in a half-court setting, right? LeBron James and his shooting, right? There's a whole bunch of ways players improve. But you kind of are who you are at your core despite improvements. Jordan Poole is no floor general at his core. He's no defensive-minded player at his core. He's very reckless offensively at his core. And his ability to take that journey to improvement to actually be worth what the Golden State Warriors paid him, well, that still has not been seen. And it doesn't help that sitting there right next to him, behind him, is my man Moses Moody. Moses Moody at 6'5", 7-foot wingspan, or 6'11" wingspan. Very physical, good handle, great jump shot, plays very well off the ball, is sitting there right behind him and beginning to get more and more minutes as Steve Kerr realizes he can trust him on the court. Not just offensively, right, to take quality shots, stay within himself, to make sure that he is a positive contributor to the offensive system, but also, most importantly, on the defensive end. Moses Moody's ability to switch between different players, whether it's a guard or a forward, because of his size, not just being 6'5" and a long wingspan, but he's also well over 200 pounds. He's a very physically imposing guard, much like a James Harden was, where he had a very stout frame. And as a result, he's able to switch more, he's able to cover more. He actually has a better defensive IQ, which means he's in the right position more often, and he's a great help defender. When you see that type of guy right behind you exposing a lot of your flaws and weaknesses, when your team needs it the most, it also begins to make you second guess yourself. But not just that, the Golden State Warriors also have a Dante DiVincenzo sitting right there who has already supplanted him in terms of reliability and consistency even within these playoffs, despite having the bigger contract. So when you start looking at the Golden State Warriors who are looking at, okay, we have Draymond Green's contract coming up, all right? We got all these major contracts potentially coming our way. We have to decide what is going to be worth being this super max team that's paying over the salary cap and the repeater tax over and over for the past, what I want to say, 4 to 5 years. So when we think about that, the Golden State Warriors are also going to have to start thinking about, did we pay Jordan Poole too soon? But as always, I want to know what you all think. Holla at me in the comment section. I'm going to holla at you back. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.